Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Crybaby Pumpkin or Lulu, and welcome back to our blindless play of the 100 Line Last Defense Academy 2. Last time, we continued with this Box of Calamities route, as I'm calling it, because that's all we've talked about. I mean, I was calling it the spooky route before. Anyways, we can now talk to Ava, and she is not hate us. She does not want to curse us. She is claiming to be our friend. We are the only ones who can see her. There might be a second ghost. She doesn't claim to remember choking us, but we were clearly choked. She wants us to take her back to her village to see Commune because she misses Commune, and I miss Commune too, so I really want to do this. We're out looking for that. Meanwhile, while we were looking, another ghost appeared and attacked everyone in the cafeteria. And so they think that it was Ava, but none of them could see clearly, so there might be a second curse flying around. We're still out looking for Commune. Alright, you ready for this? Good work, Takumi. Hey, Ava, you're awake. Hey, Ava, you're awake, huh? Yes, sorry for being gone for so long. I could accuse her of actually appearing yesterday, but what good would that do me? I haven't managed to track down your village yet, but I'm making progress. I'm narrowing it down little by little. It shouldn't take much longer. You mean it? Thank you so much. You have no idea what this means to me. I'll finally be able to see her again. I've been thinking about that. Seeing your daughter again is your unfinished business, right? Does that mean once you see her, you'll disappear for good? I'm not sure, but I don't think so. From what I understand, my current form is something my Cryptoglobin created. So I'll continue to exist as long as its power holds out. I see. I nodded, unsure of how I should react to that information. Should I be happy? Sad? No, not exactly. I'm the one who killed her. What right did I have to feel that way? Well, we can figure all that out once we actually find the village. For now, let's get back to... All of a sudden I was floating. No, not floating. Falling. The ground beneath me had given way. I've been so caught up in the conversation that I hadn't paid attention to where I was walking. My whole body twisted to one side, my stomach doing somersaults. Oh, this isn't good! The next thing I knew, I was hurtling back down the mountain I'd just been climbing. Takumi! Takumi! Ava calling out my name was the last thing I heard before I blacked out. Oh dang, that not be good. We're gonna wake up in the village. I bet you we're gonna wake up in the village.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine!
Okay. Options. Was someone following us? Did someone find us? Or did Ava do a thing? Take your bets now. Give you 3 seconds to comment below. What do you think happened to get us back to the school somehow? Because, Also, I could have just... Are you telling me that if I waited like 2 more minutes, I would have got to the morning announcement and I would have been able to stop the episode like I normally do? That is frustrating, but that's what happens when we play Bind. So, whatever.
Be ready to give your...
Skipping the announcement, now that we found one. Hi, Nozomi. I've been thinking this for a while, but you can be a little absent-minded sometimes, Takumi. Thanks for putting it tactfully. It was a real shock seeing you come back looking like that last night. I'm sorry. I've really got no excuse. Somehow I made it back to the academy on my own after my fall. Apparently I'd passed out for several hours when I hit the ground. Ava was gone when I came to, so I had no choice but to find my way back. Oh, okay. So it's just we walked back, and they cut it from us for the sake of drama. And I had no choice but to find my way back alone. I wasn't seriously hurt, but forcing myself to walk in that state probably didn't do me any favors. That's why I was resting up today. I didn't even have the strength to leave my bed. I'll leave your food and your medicine here. I'll be right outside. So just call me if you need anything. Thanks so much, Nozomi. Don't worry about it. Helping a friend when they're sick or injured is just the natural thing to do. Yeah, I guess that just goes to show what a nice person you are. But this didn't mean she'd forgiven me for everything I'd done. I felt like I needed to remind myself of that.
It was pretty unlucky of you to suddenly trip and fall halfway up a mountain path. It's almost like, well...
You don't have to say it. It's almost like I was cursed. But I really don't think Ava would do that.
I know I can't see her or talk to her, but if she's really part of a curse, should you be spending so much time with her? I don't think that's healthy.
Maybe. Maybe if you think of it like Gaku and the others do.
But isn't it just as bad to keep insisting that she doesn't mean you any harm? Maybe you tripped on that path was just a regular accident. But there is someone with the means and motivation to make you trip right there too. You see that, don't you? For you to not even think about that possibility, it scares me.
I get what you're saying. Really, I do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be springing this stuff on you right now. I'll leave you alone for a while, so you can really relax. Take it easy today, okay? Don't strain yourself.
Sure, thanks. Ava, are you there? Guess not. Maybe I'll turn in for the day. I do need to get some rest. And once I'm back on my feet, it's right back to looking for the village.
Alright.
Be ready to give.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
It's morning already. I think I feel mostly better. I should be fine to start searching again by tomorrow. Thinking about how long it's been since that last battle, there's probably going to be another attack soon. I really want to find this village before the others start trying to stop me. Although, I still have no idea what I'll do when I find it.
Oh, Takumi.
Morning, Ava.
Good morning. Never mind that. What are you doing out here again? What about your injuries? I was so worried. I wanted to stay with you, but then I disappeared and...
It's okay. I got back to the academy just fine. I'm all rested up and ready to get back at it.
I still don't like the idea of you being out here on your own. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault for bringing up the village in the first place.
You don't have to apologize. Just look over there.
What?
Look, right there.
That's...
That's your village, right? I probably shouldn't get too close, but you can see it pretty well from here. That girl there. Is that your daughter?
Yes, that's her.
First, she was your niece, then your daughter. Quite the family tree.
I was supposed to take care of her. I was supposed to protect her. Whatever happened to me, I was determined to make it back here someday. But now I...
Ava broke down, overcome with emotion. I stood there in silence as she sobbed wordlessly to herself. What could I possibly say in this situation? I mean, I was the one who killed her. I gazed out at the invader village. If I hadn't known any better, I'd have thought it was just a normal human community. Wherever I looked, all I saw were regular people living regular lives. And before I knew it, a simple thought had occurred to me. You guys are just trying to live too, huh? I got the weirdest feeling that I was going to regret putting that sentiment into words. Okay, but this route is really good. I'm like... Oh my god. Yeah, I don't care, Siri. You're really not that important. I mean, at some point we got that interesting information from a hospital about Siri, or wherever we found it, that those research notes explaining who Siri was, but like, god, this is interesting. We have the village in this route. I love the village. I love Commune. I miss Commune. Morning again. After I had disappeared yesterday, I just sort of wandered back alone and went to bed. That invader village, though. It wasn't some heavily defended military base or evil lair. It was just a town full of people like us, living their lives. There's clearly something going on here that we don't know about. Sire told us the invaders were basically monsters that exist only to fight, but that's clearly not the case. But how am I supposed to figure out the truth? Sire and Nigao are gone, and Ava barely remembers anything. Should I go to the village myself? I shook my head. Even I could see that wasn't a good idea.
Hey!
No, it's too risky. There's no guarantee I'd find out anything useful either. That was how I rationalized it, but there was a much simpler reason I didn't want to go. I was scared. Scared of how those villagers would look at me. Of how they would treat the person who killed their friend and protector. For today, I'll just... This presence.
Oh, Takumi.
I had a feeling you were in here. Between you and Ava, it feels like I'm getting better at sensing ghosts' presence. What's up? Didn't you decide to put deciphering the book on hold for now?
Yes, but I left the different piles of documents exactly as they were. I thought I should probably tidy them up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too. Here, let me help.
You don't need to do that. I've got plenty of time on to get through it on my own.
It's no trouble. Why did you pick now to do this though? It's been a while since we gave up on that book.
I would have done it sooner, but I was busy with other things. Saving my strength and stockpiling up energy for the final attack, mostly. I've done that. Now I've done enough that I can have a little spare time now.
The final attack.
You know when the school will fire the missiles filled with my undying flames. It's what will finally end the war between us and the invaders.
Right. That was what would happen when we reached our 100th day here. After the attack, nothing on this planet would be left alive. And of course, that includes Ava's village.
Are you okay, Takumi? You look a little pale.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's nothing. Come on, let's get this place cleaned up. I stayed in the library for most of the rest of the day. Try as I might, I couldn't get the image of those undying flame missiles flying towards that innocent, unassuming little village out of my head. I'm assuming there's supposed to be an out of my head somewhere in this sentence.
Up and Adam troops, time to ride!
Alright. I had all the time where I couldn't get a freaking morning announcement, and now I just have like 4 in a row. Great. I'm not angry at all. You're angry at all. I don't know why you're angry at all. All did nothing. Ava. Sorry. Not here, huh? Not sure what I'd ask her if she was. A fight.
Intruder alert. Intruder.
Alright. We're in, what, the 70s? Usually we don't start dealing with Dal Shah until the 80s, and then Veshness in the second half of the 90s. So probably just invaders.
The invaders are attacking again. I've got no choice. I have to fight.
Or not invaders. Mostly it's just the minion guys. Looks like there's no enemy commander this time either.
Guess we're finally wearing them down, huh?
We'll crush them in one fell swoop. Agreed. Let's move. Takumi, are you okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay. So, how do we think this is gonna go? I feel like I haven't been doing a lot of theory crafting. I've been kind of tired while playing this game. I feel like for a large number of these episodes, and I'm not happy about that, but I'm doing my best. You know, my job. I started a job like a week after I started recording, so been doing that for a while, and like, I don't know. I feel like my enthusiasm is better today, and I have theories, but I don't know where this route's going, because like we have. I want to go to that village. I feel like that's going to be a big bit of this, especially because they have a box there. But we also have that other Curse Ghost, so maybe that'll be the next split, is the Curse Ghost, following the Curse Ghost or going to the village. Or something along those lines.
Help me!
Because it does feel like this is going to be one of those routes where we kind of really get to know the Futurans a bit. Because, I mean, we can hear the voices. Alright. Easy peasy. Just a bunch of weak little guys.
Oh man, this is so easy! I don't even want to throw up like I usually do.
Well, that's possibly good?
Not even a little. I tried dry heaving, but I just coughed up an old scrap of food.
Gross! Too much information.
Interesting.
You guys want to quit the chit-chat?
Yeah, it looks like the next wave of enemies are here.
It's interesting that she tried to dry heave and is just, like, feeling better. I guess she's been, either this is so easy that it doesn't bother her. I mean, she's desensitized. That's what this is. She's been desensitized. Sorry, Tsubasa.
Then we take them out too.
Alright. That was a pretty long fight, but, like, easy. Just, it took a little bit longer than I would have liked.
It's over? That was it? When things are this easy, it feels like the floor is gonna be pulled out from under us any minute.
Eh.
Ugh, don't be such a paranoid little pessimist. We had an easy win. That's a good thing.
I guess so. Good work, everyone!
I kind of wish it was always this easy.
Let's just take some time to enjoy and appreciate this victory.
Yeah, you're right.
We won. And that's what's important.
Especially with how few people are still alive.
Thanks, everyone. You did a great job today.
I don't know. We still have a bunch of murder mystery stuff going on, because, like, there is the second spirit, and I think that's what we need to deal with next. So we took care of the village route. That's the fun part. We took care of that. So, back to the school spirit. Yay, team, go spirit. I had a lot to think about that night. Do we really have to wipe out all life on this planet? Oh, right, we're gonna go back to thinking about genocide. Great. That's a lot of fun. Thanks for being a downer, Takumi. If that village is anything to go by, there's more going on here than what Sirei told us. Where does that leave us, though? If I tell everyone about what I saw, it might only make them second-guess themselves in what we're doing here. With humanity's future on the line, we can't afford to start doubting ourselves now. If I tell them, it will cause a lot of conflict and disorder. But if I stay quiet, they'll burn everything without a second thought. I have to make a choice here. I'm going to. Decision time, finally. Alright. Flipping a coin. Do we want to tell everyone or not? Because I think that's what the question's going to be. Yes. I am... Okay, well, I'm curious about why it says no first, but I want to go with yes. I want to know, I want to tell everyone what we saw. Still a long ways to go on this route, so... Well, we still have a lot of opportunity for it, because we have 37 days? That's what I mean. It was just after midnight the following day before I came to the decision. I'll tell everyone what I saw. I don't know what will happen, but I can't make all the decisions by myself. We're all fighting together, so we need to decide together too. And on top of that, I remembered what I saw. A peaceful village, the invaders going about their daily lives, and Ava's daughter. Even if we're supposed to kill them, I don't want to. Okay. Right, skipping those. I was wondering what you were going to talk to all of us about.
Oh.
You went to see an invader village, and they were living normal lives.
Oh.
So what? Do you have more to say about that?
Huh?
Actually, I do. We hardly know anything about the invaders. We thought of them as enemies because we only saw them when they were attacking us. But
they were living normal lives, eating, making things, playing, raising children. I saw it for myself.
Are you saying you want to stop fighting?
No, we can't stop fighting for the sake of humanity. But the missile strike on day 100, on the final day, is it really necessary? Defeating attackers, securing land for mankind, I get that much. But do we really need to have to burn up all life on the surface too?
You're lucky this is coming up after the destruction of Siri and Nico. If they heard this, we'd be watching you get your ass kicked right now. You've got it all backwards. If they were here, we wouldn't have to waste our time with these delusions.
Are they really delusions, though? Minimizing the fighting and killing would be ideal after all.
You think your opinion means anything to me, peasant? Eek!
What is this voice? Sorry. Eek. I'm sorry. But calling a subhuman like me a peasant is rude to actual peasants. Any freaking way. It was Ava who invited you there, right? You're probably totally cursed, right? I don't know shit about curses, but do you all really think you should take them so lightly?
I don't know how credible Ava's statements are, but...
Even if we stop the missiles, what are our prospects after that? Have you even given a modicum of thought to what would happen afterwards? Well, I haven't come up with any kind of plan, but... then it's out of the question.
That's going too far. Once the missiles are launched, there's no taking it back. That's why he's asking us, right? He wants to discuss it because we can't wait until the last minute to reach a decision. So shutting down the conversation isn't productive.
Whose side are you even on?
Takumi is right to bring it to the table for discussion. Objectively, it merits some consideration. So based on that, I think we should stop the missiles. We need to seize the opportunity to wipe them out completely.
Wait. Oh, we shouldn't stop the missiles. Okay.
I think we shouldn't stop the missiles. We need to seize the opportunity to wipe them out completely. A simple conclusion derived from the Usuzuki family's years of weapons manufacturing.
There's no guaranteeing that's the right decision, though.
Are you trying to argue with me? You can't even compete. You have room temperature IQ.
Just discussing this is a waste of time in itself. The more we dwell on it, the more hesitant we'll be during our next fight. Does that mean you're not going to think about it because you're worried it will make you hesitate in the next battle? You are surprisingly chatty today for someone who says he has no right to speak.
Okay, time out. Everybody stop.
Nozomi.
Everyone is still processing all of this new information. We're not going to have a proper discussion like this.
Let me remind you, I'm saying this information doesn't even merit discussion.
See, everyone's just jumping to conclusions. We need to settle down and think on it. Then we can come to a decision. So no more talking about this today. Everyone give it some serious thought. The invaders are more than just our enemies. They have their own families, their own way of life, and their own desire for happiness. The missiles will reduce all of that to ash. How will you feel when all that happens? Let's talk about it after we've had some time to find our own answers. Agreed. I don't like these snippy arguments. Actually, just imagining it carrying on makes me so nervous I wanna...
Oh no, somebody get a sick bag! The topic of conversation moved to Tsubasa's nausea. If I wanted to know what people were thinking, I'd just have to ask them all later. Okay. Are we gonna go back to the table now and make that decision, I guess?
Let's see. Let's find out.
Good morning again. I need to rethink things carefully too. Just what are we meant to do?
Hey, Takumi. Am I glad to see you? We need a hand. Do you have a moment? We wanted to give some thought to something related to yesterday's discussion, so we were hoping you'd help out.
Sure, but what did you have in mind?
You said it yourself. You want to finish this off without firing the missiles. So we decided we should try and see if your idea is even possible.
If it's possible, how are you going to find that out?
Takumi, do you know how many people are on the artificial satellite?
Come to think of it, I don't actually have a solid number.
Neither do we. We have no idea how many thousands or millions of us there are. But we can find out how large the satellite is. We used the Gift-O-Matic to make a tool that can measure it. Now we're going to collect data with it and figure out how big the satellite is. Given that everyone lives there, if we know its size, we can work out a rough estimate of how many inhabitants it has, right? We were also thinking of a way to calculate the number of invaders living on this planet.
Does that mean you're looking into whether this planet can house both humans and invaders?
That's the plan. And we'll need all kinds of observational data to find out. So, will you help us out, Takumi? Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Cool. Okay, I thought we were going to get a nice little Oh, we are going to get it! I was like, are we going to get a nice CGI? Yes. Or nice CG, sorry. Phew, I'm exhausted. Did you get all the information we need? Yep. Now we just have to do the calculations and all that boring stuff. We'll really be counting on your brains for all of that math, Nozomi. I'm no expert, so forgive me if I have to approximate. A lot of what I know I just overheard from my mom's conversations during her research.
Still, it's way more helpful than nothing. And if we didn't have Tsubasa's help, we couldn't have done our observations. Thank you. I'm so glad we have you two. Go STEM girlies. We got, what, 5 STEM? At least 4 STEM girlies in this group, and I love it. The hell? Say that again! Huh? Is that voice coming from over there? What did you say to me? You got a real big yap, you know that? I'll tell you as many times as it takes. You're freaking scared, aren't you? Talk shit and get hit, motherfucker! I'm not scared of your threats, bro, you pussy-ass punk. What's wrong, guys? What are you screaming about? Oh, Takumi! Whatever, man. I was just pointing out that Takumaru's being a wuss because he doesn't want to fight. You got some fucking nerve, dude. You've all lost your freaking minds. If we win this war and don't fire the missiles, you think we'll just have a truce with the invaders? You think humanity's just gonna be like, good job, this is totally what we wanted? I don't know. Yeah, you freaking do. The invaders drove humanity away from Earth. Compromising with those freaks is just some selfish feel-good nonsense. If we just do what we're supposed to do, we'll be the heroes who fought for humanity. But you want to risk it for the invaders. Do you think we'll just get a slap on the wrist for that? Mankind will just call us traitors and hang us. Me. You got any arguments that ain't about yourself? Believe whatever stupid shit you want. I will, bro. Damn it, who even cares? I'm never getting on board with this garbage. Sorry for all that yelling, man. No, it's my fault you're arguing about this. Anyway, you agree with me, Takamaru? I'm a little surprised. Nah, you shouldn't be. In a fight, I choose who I want to hit, and I can see who I'm trying to hit. Missiles are a whole other thing. I don't have any idea what we burned down, or who was there. I thought it didn't matter if the only things to burn were the enemies, but I'm thinking I should go look at that village again. That's not a bad idea. But you should save it until after our defensive battle. It'll be rough having to fight without you. You think you get to lecture me after your ass wandered off looking for the village by yourself? Sorry. I just couldn't shake the idea that it was something I had to do. I'm messing with you. Anyway, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed right off. So I'm gonna sweat it out with some exercise. Takumi, you coming with me? Okay. Who else is gonna have? Who else? We don't know.
Up and Adam troops, time to
Who's alive? Can it tell me who's alive? Okay. We don't know. Oh wait, is Ima still alive? I forgot about Ima.
rise and shine.
I haven't seen Ima in a while, I feel like.
Oh.
Oh, good morning, Takumi.
Good morning, Hiroko. Are you having breakfast?
Yes, I am, but would you mind looking a little less awkward? I have no intention of going out of my way to argue with you.
Really?
Yes, my mind's made up, so there's nothing to argue. And I'm not angry about it either. If I got mad over every clash of opinions, I would have killed you all in the first 10 days. I don't have that much of a hair trigger.
Wow, I don't know if that's open or closed-minded. Oh, good morning, you two. Sorry for stinking up the refreshing morning air. Morning, Shoma. You're opposed to firing the missiles, right? Yes, I am. This planet has more than just us and the invaders. There's flora and fauna too, right? I'd prefer not to burn them all to ash if possible.
Indeed.
Eek, I'm sorry.
I was just letting you know I heard what you had to say. I wasn't commenting.
But you must know how intimidating everything you say is, right?
Indeed.
Yeep. I'm so sorry. Come on, you made him run away.
Oh, right. Takumi, you haven't forgotten, have you?
Forgotten what?
We haven't had any more murders since we defeated the doll. But that doesn't mean we've solved the case.
I haven't forgotten.
Good. I hope that doll wasn't the actual culprit. But it's possible the culprit is someone else. Someone who's just biding their time. Oh, I misread that. I hope the doll was the actual culprit, but it's possible the culprit is someone else. Someone who's just biding their time.
Are you trying to say it's Ava?
Oh my, I never mentioned any names, but you seem to have your own suspicions.
You actually do have a hair trigger.
Day 78.
Up and Adam troops.
Alright, let's see, I think we can get one more day in. I think we're good for one more day.
What should I do today? Normally I just talk to someone, but everyone's so on edge lately. Well, that's my own fault, but still. Do we stop the missiles? Do we help the invaders? All of us have different opinions, so it's going to be uncomfortable around here for a while. But it's better than just ignoring it. I saw the village. I can't pretend I didn't. I just can't, so I have to press on. I guess I'll just exercise alone today. It ended up being a quiet day. I was sure that everyone was keeping their distance to avoid arguing.
Well, that was a quick day.
Who is it?
Takumi! Or sorry, that's Nozomi. Takumi, you awake?
Tsubasa, come on in.
Pardon me. Let me cut right to the chase. We have our calculations. Although there was hardly anything to calculate.
What do you mean?
The results are exactly what you would expect. The satellite is much smaller than Earth. But to put it simply, the number of humans living there is surprisingly smaller than we thought.
Then humans and invaders could live together.
Well, We haven't actually finished calculating the total population of invaders here, but I think it's possible.
I see. Thanks, Tsubasa. I have to go thank Nozomi, too. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. I think that this planet can support both races. So we got that wrapped up. It's day 80.
Troops, time to rise and shine!
I did not do a good job of tracking time this episode. I usually try to keep track of how much time I'm cutting as I'm going so that I know how long the episode's at. I think we're at about 32 minutes runtime so far for this episode. I did not do a good job of tracking it though. But also, I'm recording this at nighttime because after doing a lot of stuff today, so I am tired, and I think this is a good enough place for us to call it for the day. Next time, we'll hopefully get... I think we're 2 or 3 episodes away from getting to some endings. I hope we might even start getting them next time. I'm really excited for it. I'm excited to make this decision. I have a feeling next time we'll start off with making a decision, so... But this is a good place to stop, so I hope everyone's enjoying this, and I will see everybody next time. Bye!